Hey, this is Shobit from Intentional Product Manager. Look, if you've ever felt stuck in your product management career, like no matter how hard you work, you're still overlooked for promotions, or you're not where your peers are, where your friends are, this is for you. Over the past 8 years, I've coached over 1,000 product managers, and I've noticed something that the best product managers don't just do their jobs. They run their careers like product launches, with vision, with strategy, and with precision. Now, here are the 12 rules of the top 1% intentional product managers, and these rules can 10x your impact, your income, and confidence. And especially watch out for rule number 7 because it's something that a lot of people just totally miss. So let's begin. Let's begin with rule number 1. Run your career like a product. Most product managers know how to plan their roadmap with precision, incredibly well. But when it comes to their own careers, total chaos. No vision, no backlog, no prioritization. The best product managers manage their careers just like they'd manage a high impact product. What's your long-term career vision? What's your long-term life vision? Who are your stakeholders? What metrics will tell you that you're winning? If you're not treating your own growth with the same rigor, look, you're already being left behind. In fact, many times I ask product managers, what do you want from the next job? And they cannot even answer me that. So you have to treat your career just like a product. Rule number 2, perfection is killing your progress. Early in my career, I obsessed over everything being just right. The right job, the right team, the right scope. I try to fix everything. But here's the truth. Perfect doesn't exist. And chasing it is exactly how you stagnate. Top product managers focus on progress, or if you're Canadian, progress. They ship, they iterate, and they evolve fast. Chasing perfection is a bottleneck. Progress your power, iterate your way to leadership. Rule number 3, you're not paid for years of experience. You're paid to solve problems. I can't count how many times product managers come to me and say, I have 10 years of experience, Shobit. Why am I being overlooked? Well, here's the truth. Years of experience is a commodity. Solving specific urgent problems is not a commodity. The top product managers don't rely on their resumes. They position themselves as the obvious solution to a company's biggest challenges. That's how you skip the line. That's how you get headhunted. And that's how you lead. Rule number 4, you're not a feature factory. You're a strategic leader. If you think as a product manager, the biggest job you have is to keep the engineers busy, you're playing the wrong game. Look, think about it. If you were not there, would the engineers be busy? Yeah, they'll figure stuff out. You are not there to make sure they're not twiddling their thumbs. Engineers are very brilliant people. You're there to make sure they're moving in the wrong direction, and whatever they do ties with the strategy that should exist for the vision of the product, for the mission of the company. Now, too many product managers get caught in the trap of more features equals more impact. But here's the reality. No one gets promoted for pushing Jira tickets. The top 1% of product managers know their value in shaping direction, not just execution. That's why they define the why before the what. They say no to distractions, and they align cross-functional teams around a bigger vision. If your work isn't tied to strategic outcomes, you're an operator, not a leader. Okay, let's move to rule number 5. Stop going at it alone. Smart product managers, they try to do it all themselves. Brilliant product managers, they build systems, communities, and a support structure for themselves. They get expert help. One of the most expensive habits I see, product managers just trying to figure out everything alone. Your environment, your mentors, your network, that's your real leverage. The fastest way to elevate your thinking is to surround yourself with people who solve what you're struggling with. Alone, yeah, you'll probably go fast. But with the right support, you'll go far. Rule number 6, your career narrative is more important than your resume. Hiring managers don't buy skills, they buy stories. Your resume tells them what you did. Your narrative tells them who you are, why what you did was so important and so difficult, and where you're going. If you can't articulate your value in a single powerful story, you're just another name in the pile. And in today's market, seriously, the pile just goes longer and longer. The best product managers know how to position themselves as a category of one. Unique, valuable, memorable, being capable of being able to solve those problems for those companies. It's like startups. They go where they have a unique, unfair advantage. That's what top product managers do. Rule number 7, let go of the job you were given. Design the one that you want. Here's the truth that no one tells you. Your job description, just a starting point. It's not a destiny. Top product managers redesign their roles, they renegotiate what they're supposed to do, they find white space, own it, and turn it into visibility and impact. Mediocre product managers wait to be told. The best product managers choose what to own. Anytime I come across like somebody who I think is a top product manager, they tell me, Shobit, I pitched for this initiative. I realized that this was a problem and I influenced people and I got it, and they use all their influence skills to be able to do that. Rule number 8, learn to say no without losing trust. Saying no is a product skill. Saying it well, it's a leadership skill. The best product managers don't drown in stakeholders' requests. They challenge assumptions. They protect focus. And they do it without burning bridges because they know how to say no in a way that earns respect. If you can say no clearly and empathetically, your influence goes up, not down. That's when you're perceived as a leader. Rule number 9, visibility isn't optional. It's the job. You could be doing the most incredible work, but if no one sees it, it might as well not exist. Top product managers aren't braggadocious, but their narrative. They understand that them sharing what they are doing is actually good for the company and helps the company make better decisions. They switch their mindset about narrating their wins, narrating their learnings. They proactively perceive how others perceive their work. They own the perception gap between I did it and they know that I did it. In a world where performance is often invisible, visibility is the differentiator. Rule number 10, stop fixing every problem. Not every problem needs your attention, especially not the small ones. Your time is a product. Guard it, protect it. Great product managers triage relentlessly. They don't get pulled into every fire. They invest energy in the 10% of decisions that drive 90% of impact. If you're solving every problem, you're probably solving the wrong ones anyway. So stop doing it. Rule number 11, you'll never be ready. Act anyway. Here's a little secret. The best product managers weren't ready when they got promoted, led a new team, launched their first major feature, took on that awesome new role. They became ready by taking action. Look, you don't need another certification or another year of experience. You need courage and clarity, the willingness to grow through discomfort. Growth isn't found in comfort zone. It's found in commitment. Rule number 12, very important. You don't have a job search problem. You have a positioning problem. This one's for anyone looking for their next big role. You're not getting ignored because you're not qualified. You're getting ignored because you're not positioned well. When you become the obvious solution to a company's problem, you don't chase roles, they chase you. The best product managers don't just search, they position, pitch, and close like leaders. Just like my cat, Sherlock, who always positioned himself as a leader, and that's why he gets scooped up. He doesn't chase. So, if you take one thing from this video, let it be this. Being intentional with your career isn't a luxury. It's the only path to true product leadership. If these 12 rules resonated and you're ready to apply them with the guidance, feedback, and a system that's worked for hundreds of product managers, apply to work with me. The link is in the description, and I'm also putting a QR code right here. And if you enjoyed this video, you're probably curious about where this job market is going. So I'll link to a video here that you can watch next. This is Shobit from International Product Manager, and I look forward to seeing you very, very soon.